Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming a video that is basically 10 lazy girl makeup hacks. I love doing a lazy girl makeup, especially when I wake up really late in the morning. Like I set my alarm for 6 a.m. and I don't get up until 7:40 and I have to leave at 8. So this is like my jam. I can either sit in my beauty room for 2 hours and do my makeup, or 15 to 20 minutes. It ranges, not even 15, like 10 minutes. It ranges. I'm so sorry for the glare on my glasses. I'm going to take these off and hopefully I can still see my notes, because I took notes to make sure that I did not forget anything. So let's do this. All right. So my first hack is to just use your moisturizer as your primer. First of all, it cuts down on some time because you do your skincare in the morning anyway. And what works better than your moisturizer, right? Your skin already knows the deal, and it seeps into your skin. Or if you want to add something a little more, try a mist. It cuts down on some time because you don't have to sit there rubbing it into your skin. And if you get the right one, it can make you glowy. So my favorite is the Pixie Rose Glow Mist. The Smashbox Primer Water is a good one also. So those are, some mist-like not setting sprays, primers, because this one works as my primer. Okay, if your skin will allow it, try using just your concealer to spot conceal, or start in the center of your face and work your way out with either a beauty blender or a brush. If you're being lazy, use a brush, but I always use a beauty blender. I do not use a brush because certain parts of my skin are very dry, so it doesn't allow me to use a brush. What I mean by your skin allowing it is like if you don't have like rosacea or hyperpigmentation, stuff like that, you could try using like a BB cream as well. Everything I'm talking about is basically on my face right now. The only thing I did not use is a BB cream. I used to use a Smashbox BB cream. I loved that. The only thing is that I'm too dark for the shade that I used to use. I'm too light for this shade I used to use, excuse me. So instead I used the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. When I wear foundation, I use a pump at most. Usually I range from half a pump to a pump. So I can get away with wearing this on my lazy girl days because I don't wear that much foundation. So yeah. When I'm not being lazy, I usually mix two together. So okay, only fill in the tail of your brow. So that 1, 2, now 3. Only fill in the tail of your brow. I use the Total Temptation Brow Definer from Maybelline to fill in the tail today. And then I used this to fill in the more sparse areas in the front. I love this combo when I am being lazy because it gives me a darker tail. So it gives me definition in the tail of my brow, and then this gives me little hair-like motions in the front. It gives me a fuller front of my brow, so this is great. Here, I'll show you. So it looks like this. It's great. So you literally just brush it through your brow like this. I clean it off just a tad bit so I don't get too much pigment. But for $3, this is amazing. Okay. Use your bronzer and your highlighter as eyeshadows. So for today, I used my Hoola bronzer as my transition shade. It looks like this if you've never seen it before. A great neutral tone bronzer. So I started with this and I use that on my cheeks as well. And then I used Champagne Pop as my first lid color because I mixed a few things. And yeah, so Champagne Pop and Hoola bronzer. Then so use these as eyeshadows, because the more you keep using the same products on your face, the more it'll cut down on your makeup time. I'm telling you. Okay, now if you want to darken up your outer corners, this is number 5. If you want to darken up your outer corner or use more shimmers on your lid, use a palette that has a lot of medium to darker tone browns and shimmers in it. Not like darker tone shimmers, but you know, a lot of shimmers and a lot of medium to darker tone browns. So my favorite to do that with is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I use the shade Mocha down here, Faint, and Obsessed. So I mixed Faint and Obsessed on my lid on top of Champagne Pop, and then I used Mocha on my outer corner. This look is absolutely gorgeous. Just throwing that out there. And then I used Mocha again on my outer corner with Hoola bronzer blended out my lower lash line. So if you have all this stuff, try this on your lazy girl days and you'll feel awake, refreshed, and still beautiful, even though you took little to no time doing your makeup. Okay, use a white, number 6, use a white or nude eyeliner in your waterline. This makes you look more awake, your eyes look more doll-like, and it brings out the pigment in your, I think it's your irises. I sound so stupid. It brings out the pigment, the white pigment in your eyes. So this is great. So the one that I'm using is the Jumbo Pencil in Milk. This one is great. My mom really likes the cream pencil from Pixie, the nude one. That's a good one as well. I know that people use Fascinating Eye Kohl from MAC, the white one. I think that's the white one. People also like Coconut from Morphe. I know that's their white one. So there's a bunch of different whites out there. There's MAC's has theirs labeled kind of like their foundations for their tanner ones. Not their tanner ones, their nudes. So try those and you will not be disappointed. Okay. Skip curling, number 7, skip curling your lashes and go straight to mascara. Why waste time curling your lashes if you're trying to rush per se? I have a lash curler and I don't even use it, to be honest with you, because I just don't have the time. If you feel like you need to curl your lashes, guys, do it. But if you're just trying to rush, there's no need. I did not curl my lashes today and I feel like I look fine. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Use the same concealer, number 8. Use the same concealer on your lid to prime your eyeshadow that you did on the rest of your face. For me, I did not do that because my lids are high maintenance, but that is a hack for you. My under eyes are very, very dry, so I have to use a hydrating concealer for under my eyes. For my lids, I have to use a matte concealer. So this is the No Filter Concealer from ColourPop, and for me, I use the Fit Me Concealer. For you, I would recommend to use the same one. Just saying. By the way, my Fit Me Concealer is in the shade Ivory, and my No Filter Concealer is in the shade Fair 04. But try and find one that works for your whole face. I'm trying. Use as little powder as possible because when you use a lot of powder, it takes longer. For me, I just use the Fit Me powder from Maybelline in the shade Porcelain. This is the matte and poreless one, and I set my under eyes with it. I know, kind of makes no sense that I'm using a matte one. I know, but this is the one in the shade Ivory. Just a really nice powder. I really love this powder actually. So the matte and poreless one, I set my under eyes with it, and then I brush it real quick all over my face with a big brush like this, and then I'll go on with the rest of my face. I do my face first, makes it really easy. And then I'll just blush. By the way, for blush, I use Luminoso because it has a sheen to it already. So it makes you look more awake as well because you have glowy skin. And then a little extra tip for you in there. And then I used whatchamacallit, my highlight. So then I made I did my highlight last. I sort of sprayed this on my face, but still, it works by using as little powder as possible. Oh, if you are a glossy lip girl, use a lipstick that has a glossy finish to it. My favorite is the Baddest Beige from Maybelline. It looks like this. Here, I'll swatch it for you. Yeah, it's what I'm wearing today. And by the way, I filmed this look. And then I put a little bit of this on top after I was done filming the look because I was playing with makeup. If you are a matte lip girl, oh wait, I have a few other glossy lip options. Hold on, let me show you. I have one from MAC. It's in the shade Blankety. It's one of their luster lips. It looks like this. It's not too glossy like Baddest Beige. And then I have one from CoverGirl. It's in the shade Creme. This one is a goodie. Looks like that. These are goodies. Okay, now if you're a matte lip girl, did I mention this is number 10? I'm really bad at this. I'm so sorry. Use a lipstick that looks like your lips but better, so it's really easy for you to put on throughout the day or when you're running out the door. That is like my tip. All right. Mine would be Buttercup from Gerard Cosmetics. And I will swatch this one for you as well. That one is Buttercup from Gerard Cosmetics. It is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. I love it so much. And it's like competing with my MAC formula. I love it. Okay. Those are all my hacks. I hope you guys enjoy, and oh my gosh, I hope you guys use these for yourselves and you realize how easy it is to achieve. Love you.